What's up, everybody? Hello. Let me slowly fade out the music a little bit here. Hopefully everyone's doing awesome. I am back for some more streaming goodness, and it's not Metal Gear Solid 5 tonight. I know, kind of a shock. But what I'm basically going to be playing is Ultra Street Fighter 4. I have not played this game in some time, and I definitely enjoyed it. Hey, it's Friendly Tiger. Hello. Good to see you again. So I'll be playing some Ultra Street Fighter 4, as I mentioned. This is the PC version, which is by far and away the most responsive version of all. I do not like Street Fighter 5. I think it is a total garbage fire of a game. And I love it when I bring that up and people are like, oh, you just didn't put enough time into it. It's like, no, I put, let's see, how much time total have I put into Street Fighter 5? 25 hours. I try to give that game a chance. It's never going to happen for me. So let's get this launched up. So on top of playing Ultra Street Fighter 4, I also have a bunch of character mods. So let's switch over to scene. There we go. Now this is going to be a problem. So every time I click out of this window, it drops the volume off so you can't hear it. At least I can't hear it. So we'll have to see how loud it is. But I have what's called Tickle Trunk, which is a really cool thing. I know I just clicked out of it, my apologies. I have to drop down my headphone volume. But Tickle Trunk, what it does is it basically allows you to switch out character models on the fly. All you have to do is just be inside the character select screen and you can switch them around. I'll drop this down a little bit more. There we go. So you can do all sorts of stuff here, and I'll bring up a screen to show you what they look like too. And it's been a long time since I've been through them, but I'm praying to God that there's no nude mods in there that's going to get me banned from Twitch. There shouldn't be, last time I checked. It's like I've never put them on there, but I haven't gone through every single one of them, so that might be frightening and interesting. Let's see, button configuration. Okay, so it looks like I saved it from last time, that's good. And some real fun, let's hit the benchmark and see how well this does. I think I may have passed the benchmark. Perhaps. Alright, so that's cool. So, let's go into training real fast. You need to get reacquainted with this. So let me bring up Tickle Trunk real fast.
It's survival of the fittest.
So let's see. Desktop. Oh no, I see everything. I can see the future. Yeah, so this is Tickle Trunk. So this is pretty cool. So what you do is you have this interface like right here with all the characters. It's cool. It also tells you all your different supers as well over here on the side. But for example, one of my mains is Jury. So what I can do is just basically then cycle through and see exactly what the character models will be. Blanca, Sea Viper, it's kind of weird. So it's really good quality, some of them are just total crap. This was actually her Jury's, like, what was it? It was her, I'm trying to think of the name. It was like her alpha sketch. Basically, it's like they were like pre-visualization. They're trying to figure out like what her character will look like, and that was originally what she was going to look like in the game before they changed her final design, settled on it. Chun-Li, Cody, pardon me, Socks, concept art. It's another concept art drawing. Faith from Mirror's Edge, that's kind of interesting. Let me put this chat on for... I'm bringing up the stream on my cell phone. I'm just going to put in for chat only, because I can't see any here, but if you see any that you like, just let me know. There we go. You'll see Mirror's Edge, Gil, Hyper Challenger. What I like, one of my favorite ones, is actually this one right here. I think this looks pretty cool. King from King of Fighters, lots of different colors, metal skirts, like a weird rose combination with less clothes. And a wetsuit. Yeah, let's do kimono. So basically, just click that, apply, and then you're all good. So let's bring this up. Bring up Ultra Street Fighter 4 again, and put stuff on the side. There we go. So now as long as I pick original costume, it's going to put in whatever costume I've selected. And we'll do Ultra for now, the double. I love Juri so much. She got really good by the time Ultra came out. There we go, and that's my custom costume. So, but then like they put her in Super Street Fighter, or they put it in Street Fighter 5, and they just totally ruined her. Because I mean, she's a rushdown character. Like they took out that air dive move, that's gone. Airwell's gone. So the biggest change with Juri is that she had a fireball, so at any point in time, so you can just do it up close and click twice. You can do ground fireball, you can do medium, you can do one that's anti-air. So you had options. You can also hold it down, like right now I'm holding down the light kick button, so then you could jump in for combos and let go of it and do it right, which I'm not doing. You can combo into it and do all sorts of cool stuff with it. So, and they took away all those abilities. So, in Street Fighter 5, you have to charge up your fireball. You have to do like one movement, like this, and then you have the ability then to do the fireball at that point. So, it's no longer holding it, you can't bait things out. It turns into a charge character and she's a rushdown character and all things. So, I really don't know why they did that to her. See if I still remember some combos. Okay, so that's her. Okay, so that's her counter move.
Whatever.
Who will emerge as champion? Fight!
What is her?
This is the end for you. That felt good, didn't it? I'm through.
You have Feng Shui Engine, which gives you the ability to do combos. Can be a lot of fun. Oh, screwed it up.
I'm through playing around.
Okay, so let's figure out the mechanics. You also have the focus. And I should have red focus. Okay, cool.
You really like getting kicked. No way! No way! No way!
Yeah, Wig. Hey, Fico. Speaking of Street Fighter, this guy has the world record last time I checked for beating speedrunning the game on the hardest difficulty. And also, Fico, I have Tickle Trunk, so basically I can just mod it however I want with the costumes. I was showing off a little earlier, so I can put on like this one. Won't apply until I go back into character change. Unfortunately, like, start clicking around windows, start screwing things up. So I changed her outfit. Oh yes, I have plenty of mods. Well, so, not really for stages though, unfortunately, but it's just all character stuff.
Let's get started!
You can see I changed it right there. So basically there's a program called Tickle Trunk on PC, which allows you to go through and basically change your mods on the fly. I'll bring it up and show you here. I showed, what's the name? I showed Friendly Tiger here in a second ago. So let me bring this back up. Let's see, desktop on. There we go. So this is Tickle Trunk. This is basically how you can manage your different modifications. Like I said, I'm hoping that there's no nude mods on here that I don't, they shouldn't be on here anyway. The pack I downloaded doesn't have it. I've had it for a while. But it's a pretty simple interface. All you have to do is basically pick a character, just click on it, and then you can scroll through and you can see exactly who you have. For example, these are all of Zangief's. Great Ape, Hagar, Mr. T. He pities fools, I hear. Russian Bodyguard, Sandman. Pardon me. Streetwise. But yeah, so we can go basically put it on, let's put it on Hagar. So you just hit it, apply. And then we just go back into the game. Here we go.
The curtain is raised in the world's most extreme fighting tournament. Who will walk away victorious?
And just like that.
Training stage.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Who will emerge a champion?
And you see the skin's already been applied. It's pretty cool. I like it because, like, before in the past you'd have to go through, you have to manually put in like directions to say, okay, pick this particular line. You have to put in like a console change and do all this hassle, and this one's just super simple. Whoever came up with this is great. Let's see, what is her fire? That's right, double fireball back. Yeah, consoles on this would have been great to have, but unfortunately it just was not to be. So let me pull up Tickle Trunk again. I apologize, I know every single time I click out of this thing that it's screwing up. Like, you're not getting the sound anymore. Let's see, where was it? Kimono, I like this one a lot. Alright, so let's try arcade mode. Yes, this is the PC version, of course, naturally. And I have no idea what the settings are. Mediums, across the stage, fight bonuses, stage is off, good. Don't need to leave any of that on. But, yeah, I like the PC version a lot. I had it on PlayStation 3 as well, and I couldn't remember, like, I kept dropping combos all the time. It really kept frustrating me. My friend Patrick and I would play on it because he had the PlayStation 3 version as well. And I learned that the PlayStation 3 version has an extra frame of lag. So then I started playing it on PC. I got this on sale for real cheap. And then I started like nailing combos left and right. I could do all sorts of crazy stuff. And then switched back to PlayStation 3 and I couldn't hit anything. And one year, I remember one Evo, they actually were running it on PlayStation 3 and the Japanese people were complaining because they all played it on the 360. Everybody played it on 360. Then they put on like the PlayStation 3 for 1 year, and all the Japanese, the big hitters, just failed out because they were dropping combos. They weren't used to it. Yeah, the PlayStation 3 online actually wasn't too bad for this game, to be honest. Actually, I didn't have any problems with it. I know it's lesser damage, but we'll do the doubles. It gives me more options.
My assignments lately couldn't be more boring. You know, if you don't find some way to occupy...
I don't know about the PlayStation 4. I didn't refuse to buy this game a third time, basically.
Please, that's not a threat, that's a promise.
Crazy jury. I love her.
I don't think we need to resort to that.
It makes me sad what they did to her in Street Fighter
Well,
5.
you should open your mouth quicker if you have news like that. Don't keep me in the dark. Ooh, a tournament, huh? Interesting. Just to make sure, this thing isn't subject to any rules now, is it?
She's a ventriloquist.
Now that sounds like something I can sink my teeth into.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5, I can't play. They finally fixed the lag issue.
Every girl wants.
Finally, after 2.5 years, it's down to like 4.5 frames. It is very responsive now, but the combo timing and everything, it just feels so clunky and bizarre to me. I just can't get behind it. So I'm hoping Street Fighter 6 does it. And Street Fighter 5 just disappointed me so much because the betas I played were great. I mean, the controls were fine, there was no input lag, it was a lot of fun, and then the final version came out, it was completely different.
Oh man, I love a good
Yeah,
fight.
so I saw that, so I was wondering like if you were hyped up for Armored King, because I know you play King normally.
So many
Okay, it's like, why is that not coming out? Okay, so you can only do it jump forward, I forgot, you can't do it going back. I don't know, I'm really not expecting Capcom to pick up the ball.
Let's keep it up! Fight!
Haha, you fell for it still because you're a dumb PC. But I will say though, it's pretty nice to play this game and like have it be responsive, especially if you play like Street Fighter V and you come back to this. This just controls so much better, which is kind of funny because I didn't really like Street Fighter 4 series a whole lot. I didn't think it was that good. I mean, you can definitely tell the influences that they went back to Street Fighter 2 for this game, for more of the model, as in like your jumps don't go as far, they're more shorter range. But then Street Fighter 5 came out and it made this look like really, really good.
Fight!
Almost went over top of that. Also, if you just land one hit with that, it's an ultra combo.
Come on.
So
You're
wonky.
not done already, are you?
But the Armor King for Tekken 7 actually comes out tomorrow. Julia and Negan wait, but it's kind of cool to actually see footage of them now. Yeah, Ultra was like by far and away like the best version, you know, of this game. It was the most. I think this is like the most balanced Street Fighter I've ever played. Most people have like one or two main characters, and I can play like 3/4 of the roster no problem. But it's like very, very balanced.
North America, skyscraper under construction.
Oh, El Fuerte. Such a bizarre character. I hope you never come back.
It's super dynamic cooking time!
The battle has begun. Fight!
Whoa, where were you tracking on that one, computer? Yeah, like Lei and Anna in Tekken 7 wasn't really excited for. They're kind of like, eh. I used to play Lei a lot in Tekken 3, because I could just switch up all the different styles and throw people off who weren't used to seeing it, but it was kind of fun. But I mean, for Tekken 7 didn't really get me that hyped up. The first season was really good. This way. Alright, cool. So, I have no idea what the characters are priced though for Tekken 7 because I haven't gotten into this one. I bought like the first season pass, which gave Geese, which I love Geese, Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, and Tekken Bowling, I think it was. Those were the three things we got this first season. But Marduk looks kind of interesting. They brought back the most steroid man on the entire planet.
It's the battle of the century. Fight!
Julia, I had a lot of history with, like in Street Fighter 3, oops, wrong button, because one of the friends I hung out with back in the day, she mained her, so I got pretty frequently, you know, I got pretty used to playing against her. But I just remember being so excited for like Street Fighter 5, and especially when they announced Jury, and I figured out how to like to get her unlocked early on the computer version. They made a video, actually, it's like a Event Hubs actually picked it up, and, like ran it. I had like 300,000 views for that video of me just screwing her out the uncensored version of Jury before they messed her up. Yeah, the computer's not falling for that one. I think I can link into that one. Super. Well, Negan, I'm really not sure about him. I mean, he looks kind of basic, but it's one of those things that I really don't know until I play him. So, he might be fun. He looks kind of like more mid-range. Noctis was like really far range. Probably is kind of like a Zony character. It felt like at least when I last played him. But I haven't really fired up the game in a while, so he's probably changed quite a lot from balances, patches, and so forth. But Geese I love. Kazumi was my main, so I figured they probably nerfed her. Because she started winning tournaments just without her coming in Final 8. Oh, Sea Viper, now I remember why I hate you. I remember when Street Fighter 4 came out, like, Sea Viper was like considered like low tier. Because people just didn't know how to use her at the time. And then people figured her out and just started dominating. Wake up, Super! Oh no, it didn't fall for it! Who would have seen that coming?
Let's keep it up! Fight!
What is it? Oh, what is it? I think it's her back, forward. I'm trying to remember what it is. She's got like a launcher, like kick, where it just basically spins them up in the air. I think it's... Yeah, that's what it is. Standing Fierce. Oh, crap. He's blocking everything now. think I might fire up some Tekken 7 tonight. We'll see.
You win!
I'm actually surprised, like, I'm actually doing this decent, having not played this game in over a year. But...
Oceanic Volcanic Ridge. Your destiny will be determined here.
The thing is, with juries, you can't do it going back, I don't think. I've been trying to do it and not be able to pull it off. Let me check real fast. Yeah, you can't pull it off going backwards, but if you're doing neutral or going forward, you can. So now I can't get it. Okay. Works forward. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so you just can't do it backwards. They may have done it earlier versions, but... I remember when Jury came out, like, she just wasn't that good, unfortunately. Like, especially at the start. She was, like, too low powered. That was something they, unfortunately, changed. Oops. I gotta bite my face off, man. That's unsanitary.
What will happen now? Fight!
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so it's medium into fierce. Desperation super. What?
This is the end for you!
Alright.
I'll have my revenge!
You lose!
You get Phelan, you reuse Sodom for Season 4. I don't know. Even they won't really get me to play.
I'll break you all
It's just like that game, I've given it 25 hours, I've tried to get into it, I just can't do it. So, let's pick a different... Actually, let's just pick a different character. I'm not gonna do... We'll see how this works. I'll probably get my butt kicked, get rocked. But Oni was another character I definitely enjoyed playing. Let's see, Medio Gohado, yeah, that's the one. The other one was like too tricky to pull off. It was two back half circles.
Fists will fly at this location.
Again, I loved and absolutely adored Street Fighter Alpha 2. Oni and my Dragon Balls. But in this game, not really so much.
The battle has begun. Fight!
I was so excited when Oni like came out and released or announced. Because he's got so much tricks up his sleeve. Really get rocked.
Here I go!
I think he got me pressing buttons. Nope. Yeah, I mean, it's like esports is like the only thing that's really keeping Street Fighter V alive at this point. And of course, let me know if I need to adjust my volume too. I'm not sure how well it's doing, but yeah, it's just like esports is the only thing that's keeping that game alive. The early versions of the game, like in the beta tests and stuff, were so much fun. And it's a real shame of what they did. Oop, that means I can do Raging Demon. Let's see if I can bait him into it. Got him. I love doing that little carrot kick. Oh, crud. Let's give him the anime fireball. Oh, it's too far away. Yeah, but like I said, let me know if I need to readjust the audio. I'm not sure how loud this game is. It looks like it might be loud, but We'll see. But yeah, I agree. Everybody's kind of done with Street Fighter V. I mean, and if anybody's watching and looking and they like the game, that's perfectly fine. You can like whatever game you want. Just for me personally, I'm not a fan of it. It just didn't click with me. Oh, my original main, Gokin. So my friend Pat Cattell was getting frustrated if I was getting rocked too much as I pick him. He's like, oh crap, not this guy. There we go. Oops. What? Nah, it's not supposed to work that way. Yeah, it's kind of just, it's enough. They just need to kind of move on.
Into the mist.
Right, exactly. Like, just forget Season 4. And this entire thing has just been like nickel and dime transactions to hell and back.
And the battle continues.
When you buy the game, you don't buy the game anymore. It's like, especially this game when it wasn't finished. I mean, laughably was not finished. That's right, that's armor breaking. I yelled Gokin? That super that I just got killed with was the most, used to be one of the most broken supers in the entire game. You could back throw into it, and you could take off 70% damage. It was insane. So I beat my friend Pat with it. He's like, dude, that's cheap. I'm like, you bet it is. You know it is, baby. But then they quickly realized the quality of their ways and nerfed it. Let me press the buttons again because it's a computer. Hey, it's Nimix. What's up, buddy?
You cannot stop me.
Get the enemy fireball. Oh. That's cool.
Suitable for a demon.
You lose.
Just playing some one of the better Street Fighter games and trashing Street Fighter V. Discussing with Pico about what I don't like about it, which is numerous.
I'm not yet finished.
So what do we have for Oni? Oh. Let's try this skin. I have a mod up for it, so... There we go. So I've just changed it. Original one. Brotherly violence, where basically Oni is like Akuma but eviler, which is kind of weird, because I mean Akuma is supposed to be the most evil person already, so he's supposed to be dead, but he's alive.
The battle has begun.
Look, it's Akuma!
Words cannot pierce your heart of stone. Why do you hesitate?
Funny, I don't remember the computer taunting me this much verbally before. Yeah, like this game is like super input ready right now.
Come. Fall to my fist. Hadouken!
Turducken!
The gates of hell await.
Aha! Take that. And take that. Again. I'll burn all my meter. Let me turn the game just slightly. I'm starting to see it peak up a little bit.
Weakling.
What will happen now? Fight!
How did that not connect?
Cannot pierce your heart of stone. Hadouken!
Why you gotta be cheating like this game? Hmm? Yay, Goken's down.
Into the mist.
Goken's like biggest problem is anti-air. He doesn't really have much in the way. If you can get past his fierce fireball, which shoots pretty high up, then you're pretty much right into it. It's hard for him to get started. He's got a hurricane kick which goes up, but it's hard to get that started too. So there's like a lot of like, I'm trying to think of is it active frames? Whatever, like startup frames. That's what I'm trying to think of.
I'm impressed you made it this far. Show me your power. All of it. Don't hold back.
Who will emerge a champion? Fight!
Yeah, exactly. He's got like DP is his only like it's a super. He invented that, but he doesn't have it. Crud. I never could do like FADCs. That was dumb. I do love Oni's uppercut though.
Witness my limitless power.
Pick up the pace!
After you've given me a severe concussion. Oh yeah, that nonsense move. What? That's shenanigans. I call shenanigans. He got me.
Become a part of me.
Still in the recovery animations or recovery frames for that move, so. No Venus, as Max says. Couldn't correct it. Okay. Yeah, apparently so, even for supers.
This is the last round! Fight!
Really? Oh, not when the computer even pulls that shenanigans. It's gonna teleport behind me. Nope. Wow, I'm surprised it actually went in front. Figured the computer would have read it.
Become a part of me.
Oh no, Eyes are dead. Eyes so dead. I open a can. Now this is for you ASMR people. Oh yeah. Get that sweet, sweet Diet Dr. Pepper, which will probably make me burp uncontrollably.
I am not yet finished.
So I'm going to open this up to you guys, or gals, or whatever people you are in chat. I don't judge, I don't ask, I don't care. My thing is, what character should I pick? I have my chat open on my phone so I can see this, because I only have one monitor, unfortunately. So I do have chat open on my phone. If you have any picks for who you want me to see, probably get my butt kicked by Seth, just let me know. Watching Black Friday Night Fights? Oh, Black Friday. I got it there. I had to stop and think, like, Friday Night Fights, what? Yeah, just for entertainment right now. Wife and I refuse to go through crap. I don't blame you. I used to work retail, so I hated Black Friday with a passion. I actually had to break up a fight once myself, so gladly pay more to get something for somebody. I just do it online. Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say Zangief. Alright, so the Geef has it. So then, which one should I do then? Let's see, At the Beach, the Cyclone Wrestling Suit, the Great Ape, Hagar, which is what it sets to right now, Mr. T, because he's got so much pity but not enough fools, the Russian Bodyguard, Sandman. Let's see, Turbo, Chic Officer, Chic Pack, which is not really that, and Streetwise, Great Ape. Alright, Great Ape it is. You know, they really need to make, like, someone needs, this game's already passed, but I say Magilla Gorilla should have been a mod for Zangief. So we'll do Great Ape here, and if I get my butt kicked, then we'll do Mr. T, because I love Mr. T. Alright, so let's put it back OBS, let's put back Street Fighter 4, there we go. Drop that down. Yeah, so my plans are in life, and I need to get working on this because time's ticking against me, is for my life story. So if they turn my life into a movie, I want William Shatner to play me, and I want Mr. T to read the audiobook. See, what are his supers? Let's see, super and punches. Okay, so they're all punches. Got it. He's wearing sand pan armor. Okay.
I'm impressed you made it this far.
Yes, this one's the Great Ape. And like I said, if I lose, which I probably will because I'm not really a good Geef player, but Fico is.
All of it. Don't hold back.
I'll pick Mr. T.
The battle has begun. Fight!
Spin! Spin for freedom! Protect the Russian skies. How did that... What? Shenanigans. Really? Magic Pixel, huh? Not anymore. Okay, so we've seen that, he gets back up. And then the super inputs begin. Now, Seth has to be like one of the cheapest bosses in Street Fighter history. But I mean, his original Street Fighter 4 one was even worse. He kind of got toned down for Ultra. How did you interrupt a red? It's not giving me the Ultra. What are his punches? Maybe it's kicks. Now it does it, finally. Yay! Spinning wins, but I'll still have to play again just to pick Mr. T.
You win!
I win! Gila Gorilla is angry. Yeah, but I mean, you're the world record holder for speedrunning this game, so... And he's your main, so yeah.
For Mother Russia and for my fans.
Do not test, has many steroids, I get banned. Take that out, Forte, you terrible character. So everyone calls him Zangief, and then all of a sudden there's Zangief. What?
We love you, Zangief!
Now, I went to college with a guy from the Ukraine, fluent in Russian, and he called him Zangief. He didn't call him Zangief, so... yeah. Oh, game over. Ooh, I unlocked a new taunt. Alright, so now we gotta do some hot Mr. T action. You bet, Pat. PC. I got Tickle Trunk going and modding up everything.
It's survival of the fittest on a global scale.
There we go.
Who among the challengers will make it to the top?
Ah, just look at
Yes.
all this
Too many
snow.
fools, not enough pity.
I'll never be able to
Or
make
just
it
yell,
out
"Quit your
of
jibber
Mother
jabber!
Russia in
Quit your jibber
time
jabber!"
for the international fighting tournament.
Okay, grizzlies are big, but they're not that big.
The red cyclone is going to the tournament one way or another.
He didn't die from the bear attack, he died from the hypothermia of wearing a Speedo in the middle of a blizzard.
No matter how small the voices of support, it is wrestler's duty to never betray his fans. I will put smiles on the faces of the children of my homeland. I will show them what hard work and ingenuity can accomplish. Hear me, young men of Mother Russia. The red cyclone will not let you down!
East Davis, run down back out. We're in for an incredible fight.
Fei Long.
Which one of these two will walk away at
Fei Long was my main in Super Street Fighter 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Red cyclone!
Yeah, he doesn't have nearly enough bling.
There is no way you could ever knock
Like,
me
he has
out.
no bling. That is a gross
It's
oversight.
the battle of the century. Fight!
Just like Ragdoll!
This way.
I lost!
No, we do not need that song, Pat. Never.
Russian wrestling is on!
I hated that so much. The Street Fighter 4 theme song for like when you're in the main menu, I just can't stand that song. So, like, what was it? We're invincible. It's like, oh god, who approved this nonsense? No, I'm not playing it. You can't make me. Actually, I don't even have Street Fighter 4 on PC. I just have Super and then the Ultra upgrade. I do have vanilla Street Fighter 4 on 360. Not 360, PlayStation 3. That's what I meant to say. It had a 3, I was close enough. Actually, it's like I pulled up my mod, like I had to pull up the files for this, and it said it was Super Street Fighter 2 AE Arcade Edition, and then they modded it up for 4. Because one of the things you have to do for Tickle Trunk is basically point to 2 directories, one where the execution is, like the executable file, and then the other one where you have your folder for all the different skins. I'm trying to talk and think at the same time and not working. Yes, I'm aware YouTube has a song. No, I will not play it.
Pick up the pace. Fight!
Alright, so what else have we got? Yeah, I still like running the benchmark. I still find it funny. This is the benchmark, by the way. I'm not sure if there's enough frames per second on this. Yeah, in the upper left-hand corner it says Super Street Fighter 480. I think it may have passed again. I'm not sure. It may have passed the benchmark. Just barely. Might be playable. I'm not sure. Pardon me. But let me show you the... I've shown this off before already, but let's take a look at the Tickle Trunk. So this is Tickle Trunk in action, and Pat, if you want this for your version, I think you have it on PC too. I'm not sure if you do, but if you do, if you want it, let me know. I'll set up a folder for it. It's like 4 gigs download because it has all the different characters in it as well. Everybody's set up, but for example, your main, Cammy, where is she? There she is. So you got like Abby Chase, I'm not sure where she's from. Blue Mary, that's King of Fighters. Cammy Hood, Casual, looks alright. Cowgirl, Domino, Escape from Shadowloo, which is basically without a beret, and apparently somebody has a foot fetish. Explorer, Gunspike, Capcom game, Hellgirl, Jill Valentine. This looks really good. This looks pretty spot on for Jill Valentine for Resident Evil 5. And the BSAA version of it. Julia! Killer B. Killer Variant. King Swap. That's kind of cool. King from King of Fighters almost. Leona, that looks awesome. That's another King of Fighters. Mad Gear. Mac. Nazi, nice. Nina Williams. Riku from Final Fantasy X. Sexy Nurse. Shadowloo Doll. This one I think is pretty cool. This looks really... Someone put a lot of time into this one to get it to look this good. Skin Pack, Special Forces, Streetwise, Super Kura, Tactical, Thai Boxer, and Wild Kitty. I like this one up here. Like I said, this looks pretty cool. Actually, let's just go Leona. I just want to play her for a second. So let's flip back into OBS. There we go. There we go. It just popped up on my cell phone and said Leona looks nice. She does. Yeah, the Julia and Leona ones look really good.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior standing?
That's right, I forgot. In training mode, you can switch up the editions, so you have Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Street Fighter 4 2012 Edition, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and then Omega. Omega was kind of like an official version of like the Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition. If you've never played that before, it's a Street Fighter 2 hack where you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. So it actually made an official version of it, but you can't play Omega in the arcade game, which is so sad, because that'd be a lot of fun to do. But you can play it online with each other, I think. Let's see, Gyro Smasher. Now let's put up against Cammy Wannabe, the Capray.
Training stage. The stage of battle is set.
Cammy and her pesky throws.
Are you ready?
I think they might have one set up, like the Tickle Trunk people. They might have it set up for, I think, possibly Tekken 7. I'm not sure. I think they've moved on to other things too, but this is by far and away the most easiest one I've ever seen. So, yeah, this actually looks really good. And they got her hair done just right. It's not clipping through anything, really.
Lock on! Smasher! Finish! Lock on! Smasher! Finish!
So that's that. So this is my friend Pat's main, so I'm not too familiar with her. Just fighting against her and knowing how annoying she can be. Especially Spin Drive, So gyro swipe. Okay, so hers is just straight kick. Yeah, she's got like really aggravating throws. It's like you can. I remember he would like do this where you like dive in. Now I can't do it. But yeah, it'd be like a downward spiral, like into you and just go right in the throw. Just trap you in a corner. It was a nightmare to fight against. Okay. So let's see. Let's exit out. Actually, let's not exit out. Let's go back in. I'm gonna pick Ryu real quick. Actually, let's do Ken real fast. I want to see what he's got. Ah, here we go. We'll keep with the King of Fighters motif. You'll see what I picked in a second. So I'm gonna pick Omega for Ken just to show off that move real fast. Original, Omega, and Cammy. There we go.
Training stage. Fists will fly at this location. The battle has begun.
Oh, it didn't work right. It did not come out right at all. It's supposed to look like, here we go. Let me put it on to... Okay, so it is on desktop. It's supposed to be Terry Bogard. It's supposed to look like this, but apparently that didn't happen, as you can see. That doesn't quite look right. That's a shame. So we'll apply and put back to Ultra. That happens occasionally. You'll see one where it just doesn't come out right for whatever reason. Let's see, character change.
The craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world to join the fight. But only one. Training stage. The stage of battle. Are you ready? Fight!
Okay, so this is the Omega mode. So let's see what's different. So you got your standard stuff. That's his fireball. Jab, medium, fierce. DX versions. Okay, that's his hurricane kick. Okay, they do special there. That's the same. Kind of. That's just an EX move, by the way. That's just like fireball and kick. You hold it down. So you got an X kick. Yeah, so this is like his normal roundhouse. And then if you do fireball forward, you can hold down, get an axe kick, or you can do that instead. 7-hook dragon punch. Try to see if I can combo into that, like make it bigger. There we go. 9 hits. I don't think they changed his ultras. No, the ultra's still the same. No, this is not Smash. Sorry, T. Wallace. What is this super? That's what I thought. I can't get the Shoryurepa to come out. Of course, they may have changed around because this is Omega version, so may not have it. Do I still have a carrot kick? Kinda, yeah. Let's see, character change.
The craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world.
Sagats are not really that good. Pardon me. Probably. I mean, there's a whole lot of mods. I wouldn't doubt that for 1 second there, T. Wallace, that somebody's got like a snake mod for this game, but I just have like a default kind of like 4 GB pack using what's called Tickle Trunk, which is a modding tool for Street Fighter 4. So you can just basically click on things and change it on a whim real fast. So you can add things to it as well. This one did not work. That's a shame. Let's see. Yeah, I could apply on that. Yeah, it just didn't work. Oh well. No biggie. Yeah, so this thing I love. This is like your plain old forward light kick. So you run forward. You can terrorize people by canceling it into like your tiger knee. Let's see if I can pull it off. It's been a while. You gotta be really fast. There we go. That is annoying. Yeah, the DF Retro did. I linked you that video on the PlayStation Classic, and they just ripped that thing to shreds. As they should. Well, T. Wallace, if you think about it, who you're going to have in a fighting game for Metal Gear Solid? You could have it, but I mean, you'd have Liquid, but then if you fight against Snake, he just falls over dead from Fox Die. You have Big Boss, who's basically still Snake, so you can kind of do it that way. Revolver or Ocelot might be interesting. Ninja would be overbalanced, and you'd have Otacon just basically sitting and pissing himself in a corner and talking about banging his sister and stepmother. Well, the thing is, Fico, okay, you're in Europe, okay, so you have PAL standard. Us here in the United States and over in Japan, we use NTSC, 60 Hertz. Almost half the games, 9 out of the 20 games in the PlayStation Classic, are PAL region games. You play those on our American systems, our NTSC systems, and they go 16% slower. They're not the correct region. So someone at Sony said, yes, take these PAL games, release it in the United States and in this region here, and also in Japan as well. So we have like slower than average games. It's like somebody should be fired for that nonsense. Let's see if I can do this into a... There we go. Well, also, DF Retro also went into it and they found out exactly how much is inside of it, and they found out that there's only 16 gigabytes of space. So for 20 games, and with the 20 games on there, I can guarantee that that is going to take up almost all the space you have left. There's not much left for the memory saves, so people are like, oh, I'm just gonna save, I'm gonna mod mine and put whatever games I want on there. You're gonna have to wipe out those other versions. Yeah, for you it'd be normal, but for us it's gonna be slow down because we have the different standards. Ours are running faster. So we don't know if it's moddable yet. It comes out officially, gets released tomorrow, but I mean, hackers are gonna dive into it anyway. But people I've seen online who are like, I'm gonna mod this thing and put like 50 games on it. You're not gonna be able to. It's not that big. You will have to replace almost all the games on there. So then people are like, well, let's just, okay, so I'll buy it and then I'll mod it with the correct NTSC versions of the games. Like Tekken 3 is the PAL version for some reason, so that's bizarre to me. But you're willing to spend $100 for literally RetroArch. I mean, I've streamed before using the PCSX Rearmed, which is what the PlayStation Classic runs on. That's the exact same emulator that you can run in RetroArch. Why would you pay $100 for that? It's insane. You know, they should have stuck, what they really should have done is put EPSXE 2.0 in there instead. That has very good compatibility, games look way better, and you don't have all these weird juddering and you know, problems you have with the PCSX core. It's so stupid. Yeah, buy either, if you have physical copies of the game, buy a PlayStation 3. It's backwards compatible. Or just buy an original PlayStation if you have one. I am looking for an original PlayStation that has the port on it, so I can put in my Pro Action Replay, so I can play my Japanese games I have. And so I'm like, you can either get an original PlayStation, get a PlayStation 2, buy a PlayStation 3. Those all play PlayStation 1 games if you have physical copies. If you want to do the emulation route, I recommend RetroArch or EPSXE. Those are both really good at emulating PlayStation. You can do it so much better. You can, if you have a Pi, you can put RetroArch on there and play it however you want. Whatever you do, do not support this piece of crap. It is not worth it. Alright, so real quick, let me pull up Tickle Trunk. I know that you guys are having like no audio for a second, or just hearing me talk, but I'm just putting things back that they were. Because Tickle Trunk, if you have it, if you've modified it, even if you don't, like if you don't have it open even when you launch the game, it will still remember which ones you've switched over to and keep them on there. Maximilian ran into that problem the other night when he was streaming. He pulled up Ultra Street Fighter 4 for part of his Ken Legacy and forgot that he had changed some of the character costumes in Tickle Trunk, and they were still on the ones he had changed them to. Alright, so give me a second. I'm actually going to switch over different games. We're going to play... Let's fire some Tekken 7. Let's have some fun with that. Give me a second. I'm going to make sure that the drive is spin up. It is. Let me switch over to the wonderful BRB. Play some... Yeah. I'll actually let some of the music play. You get to hear my favorite Japanese band, the Geeks. I'll let the audio play for the song as well, so you guys can rock out or mute it or whatever you want. And then some of these better. Oh, I love Geeks. They're so awesome. A lot of good music from these guys. How's it? What's up, Gamora? Alright, there's that Tekken 7 starting to launch up, which is good. Take it sweet time. Okay, so it's launching right now. Ta-da! Alright. So let's see, window capture T7. We'll name this one Tekken game. Here we go. Do not need to capture the mouse. Plop. All right. Turn off Ultra Street Fighter 4. We don't need that capture running. And sound, where are you? There we are. Alright, so I have not played this in quite some time. It's been a little while. But I do like Tekken 7. I think it's a lot of fun. Let me change... Oops, need to update my stream title real quick. Or the game, at least. To Tekken 7. Tekken 7 for fun! Exclamation mark. Now, I want to say probably about a year ago, GeForce Experience. No, go to hell. Get off my screen. About a year ago, I tried playing through the story mode in this game, and oh, it was torture. They force you to play as some of the crappiest characters ever. And then, like, the game is like full input read. Okay, 2.0 version. Season 2 is here. Anna Williams, Boiler Long. Yeah, I don't have them, because I don't have money for them. I am poor. Basic combos and assists have been added for all characters. UI, okay. Rank system. Basic combos, boo. We don't need auto combos. Basic combos off, damn right. Let's see, don't have stick control. No, do not. Okay, so hopefully, I had originally turned off chromatic aberration, which makes this game look like total freaking garbage on the PlayStation 4 and the PC version by default. But there's a way you can turn it off and the game looks so much better. I'll pull up a video real quick, I'll show you about it, because I actually made a video on it, like showing before and after turning it on and off. It is jarring. Here we go. So this is like, so that's basically Tekken 7 on PC by default. And then I turned off chromatic aberration and like the graphics just improved substantially. You'll see it just all of a sudden clear up. Let's see, display settings, copyright, that's fine. Let's go into, I think it's offline and practice. Let's see what I'm up against. It's been a while since I played this, so gotta get used to it real quick. Drop my headphones. Kind of a quiet game. Left side. Yes, I don't have Anna, don't have Lei, but I do have the ultimate best girl, Kazumi. Oh. Against Rendo. Oh, geese. Also, I'm gonna say it right now, this place has the best song in the entire freaking soundtrack.
Get ready for the next battle.
I can't believe this. The game turned chromatic aberration back on with this update. This looks terrible. Alright, so I need to go and edit this real quick and basically turn off chromatic aberration. This is driving my eyes nuts. Okay, so let's see. Bear with me for 1 second. Like I'm navigating through my file structure real quick. Gotta go to users, my username, app data, local, Tekken game, where are you? There we are. Saved, config, Windows, no editor. Alright, so I need to drop the game real quick. So hang tight. Not gonna play the music this time here. I'll just ramble on at you guys. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing absolutely freaking great. It's a total lie. I'm not doing well, but that's okay. So what I'm doing is I'm navigating through. If you actually check out the video I posted in there showing the chromatic aberration on and off, and actually I put in the directions there on how to get into it. So right now I'm going into the scalability INI file. And let's see, post-process quality. Yeah, those have been changed. Let's move these. And then we're going to save. Yes, we're going to replace it. Okay, so Steam is still reading the file. I need to close out Steam, I guess, real quick. Try it this way. I've ran into this problem before where it goes like, hey, you can't really change it. It's like, the hell I can't. I'll show you. I'll show you all. There we go. Okay, so this should take care of it. Bam. All right, perfect. Okay, so that's fixed up. Let's relaunch Steam. We'll get back into Tekken 7 with hopefully far less blurry visuals. Just waiting for it to pop up the window. I'll switch the stream. I'll switch it over to that in just a second. Wow, it dropped a colossal amount of frames at some point. Here we go. Scene. options, display settings, motion blur off, that's fine. Graphics settings. Yeah, post-processing, you also need to have it set to medium. So if you have it set to high, it just goes to hell. It'll just basically override whatever changes you make to that scalability folder and just make it look like garbage. So medium at least. So medium or low is fine. Oh, cool! There's an arcade mode now. I wonder if it's still like only 4 battles.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Kazumi Mishima. Heihachi Mishima.
Oh, it's gonna be a family spat.
Get ready for the next battle.
By the way, your frames are not dropping on this screen. It looks like this always on PC in the loading screen. I'm not sure with the PS4 if it has the same problem. We're just kind of chug slightly. Oh, there we go. That's better. See, what are her moves? I'm trying to remember how to do her tiger. There we go. That was a weird tracking. Main menu, sure. Alright, so let's stumble through some Tekken, shall we?
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Akuma!
Akuma. Get ready for the next
Kirby. And he plays pretty much like Street Fighter 4. Which is kind of surprising that he's even in this to begin with. He's even tied into the story, which is pretty big.
Niente di più facile. Round 1. Fight.
Dragon Punch! It's my FADC.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, you feel so floaty. Oh man. You gotta slow it down for Tekken, but I mean, still.
You wins. Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, he's got a raging demon still.
She insists. Round 1. Fight.
Yep, Tekken 7 indeed. It's kind of weird. I've never really played as Akuma, so it's like Street Fighter, but like he's really floaty. It's like he's not really built for Street Fighter, for Tekken. Doesn't really build meter much either. Come on, hit me. I want you to hit me. Come on. There you go, buddy. Come on. Really?
You win.
Trying to get down low enough so I can get this Rage Art going, try to see if I can do a Raging Demon, or even figure out the timing for it.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so basically his meter is built upon like hits. Wow, the computer does not know what to do with fireballs. Really? Are you kidding me?
Round 2.
You can try sidestepping. That might work. Oh, got uppity. Well, yeah, the PlayStation... See, that's the thing, the PlayStation 4 version, you have all those songs. You don't get that on the PC version. You don't have that at all, basically.
KO.
That's the only thing that we're missing that the PlayStation 4 version has. Yeah, so arcade mode is still pathetically short. It's only 4 rounds, 3 rounds, and you're at Heihachi. Which is a shame. I mean, why couldn't they just put in 8 like traditionally? Well, technically, if I wanted to, I could mod this to play the music, but it doesn't have like a selector like the PlayStation 4 version does.
Round 1. Fight.
Really?
KO.
Yeah, T3 had some great music.
Round 2. Fight.
So I'm trying to do his Rage Art, and I have no idea what the timing is for the Raging Demon.
Fight.
Turn around, Akuma. Thank you.
KO. You win.
It's fun, but yeah, like, just like you, I haven't played it in a while, so... I mean, Akuma is, like, super floaty, but it is fun. There's still input lag, though, which is kind of a problem in this game. It's not as bad. I think it's down to 5 frames for PC. I don't know if they ever lowered down the PS4 from, like, 8.
Fight.
Yeah, the computer has no idea what to do with fireballs, even though this is the fireball character I'm fighting against. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go into like training in a minute and find out what that input is. Like, find out what the timing is. Really? It hits all the way up there? Okay, now the computer's getting angry. Welcome to Input Readville. That was me though.
Final round. Fight.
There are some bizarre camera angles with this stage. Like, we are not side by side. We are just like at an angle. I'm not sure why the camera is being this funky. Wow, an achievement.
You win.
Arcade mode, everybody. Clap. Woo! Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah. All right.
Game over.
Yeah, so arcade mode in this game is pretty lame.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7, Akuma.
Let's go against Whiny Noctis.
Noctis Lucis Kylum.
Chidomo, let's see. Ooh, Arena. Oh god, the story mode is just so friggin' lame. I never got past it. 'Cause, I mean, it makes you play as some characters like, I'm trying to, Alyssa, I think it is, the robot girl. And she has so much startup on all her moves, and the game becomes like full input read. And so you're just like trying to pull off anything, and there's just instant input reading and beating you with the punch for everything. It's so much frustration. Okay, so let's figure out, let's see if the game shows you the move list. Play demo. Oh, so it's actually fast. Okay. There we go. I'm trying to see if I can combo into it. Nope. So you can't combo into it. Not that I'm aware of, at least. Yeah, what is with the camera in this game? I swear they've changed the camera from last time, because it used to kind of like swing around and keep you both the same. Now it's like this weird like skewed version of it. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's like there's no combo in Demon apparently. It's still really hard to get. Got it one time, we saw it at least that way. There we go. Let's see, character select. Sure, why not?
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Kisu.
Keys Howard.
I wonder. Where are you, Nina? Did they give her a latex outfit or a leather outfit? Yes, they did.
Nina Williams.
So for the longest time you couldn't get this outfit. It really bugged me. So I hate it when you can see something in a game but you can't unlock it, or you can't put it in there. They're like, oh, it's just for this special mode only in the story. It's like, you know, people might want these things that you show off in the game prominently, you know? That's an interesting color. I don't know. This kind of speaks to my personal taste. Geese in this game is very... Oh, I remember at least when he came out, he was very overpowered. So he might have been buffed since, or nerfed since then, but he's fun to play. So what moves does he have? It's been so long I've forgotten how to do this. Oh yeah, I can definitely do this. Easy. Yeah, I was afraid he was gonna get nerfed because he was like... I'm not like the biggest Tekken 7 player, but even like when this came out, I was like, he is too good. He is like way too good. I'm gonna get like a back throw, see if I can kick her over the edge. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, it's like you don't have access to Devil. There's no Nightmare Geese. You can't pick Devil Kazuya. You can't pick Devil Kazumi. It's like, and these are all things that are in the game that you see all the time, but you can't get access to. It's just things like that really irk me. But anyway, I'm going to probably play around more Tekken 7 a little bit later. I'm just going to end up on one last thing I want to play. We're going to play some good old classic Street Fighter here. Because it's like, it's raining in my area and it's... fingers get a little more arthritic, so it's getting harder to play. Yep, okay, cool. So, exit. And it's still showing Tekken 7 on there, which is kind of weird, even though it's not really open. There we go. Let's see if that clears it off. There we go. That's what I'm trying to bring up. So let's go old school here, huh? Well, not too old, but... I still want a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine. Not Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, not Street Fighter 2 Turbo, just straight Street Fighter 2. I want that machine. Okay, my controllers are not set up because, of course, this is Valburn Alpha, so weird things happen. Let's see, system pause, put that over here so I don't have to deal with that. Start, up, down, left, right. But yeah, it's like I really want just a straight off Street Fighter 2 arcade machine, not Championship Edition, not Turbo, just plain old. Because I have so much. I remember when this game came out, and I was just like floored. Because I mean, I'd never seen a game that had 6 buttons of all things. I played the original Street Fighter, so I was, and that was like the 2-button one you had to slam your fists into, like depending on how hard you hit it. Was like if you got light, medium, or hard, it was pretty crazy. People got hurt, and also those things broke down all the time. But I remember like the day like my local arcade. Oh, frame advance, cool. Check that out. The day my local arcade got Street Fighter 2 in, it was the most mind blowing thing I'd ever seen at that point. Because all of a sudden there's like 6 buttons. And then you had 8 people to choose from, which was unheard of. I mean, fighting games at the time were still very infant. You maybe had like 1, maybe 2 characters you could pick from. So you had 6 buttons and you had 8 characters. It was just mind-blowing. This game was just like, just took over everything. Of course, Ken and Ryu are the same character, but... the original 8 and Chun-Li had the funky colors. Only in that screen. Only here. That's it. Yeah, but I love this. I mean, it's kind of like how slow the game is. This is actual speed. It's not the fastest. There's slowdown galore. But I love it. It's got charm, you know? I think that combos were originally a bug in this game, you know? That's crazy. Let me know if the game volume's too loud or not loud enough or whatever. Because I know sometimes these arcade games can get really thumping loud on this emulator, so let me know if any adjustments need to be made or can. I remember, like, first time I played this, like, I didn't know what that was. Like, I remember, like, just everything had to be spread word of mouth, because it was pre-internet days, really. So, you know, if you know how to do a fireball, you were hot. Okay, sound is good. Excellent. Yeah, so arcade machines I want to own. I want to own, like I said multiple times, this one, Street Fighter 2 World Warrior. I'd love to own an original Killer Instinct. And maybe a Street Fighter Alpha 2 machine. Oh, that's right, you can't jump in on that. This game is like so much slower paced, but Chun-Li still has insane walking speed. So I remember in the arcade it was like a fight to get to Chun-Li as fast as you could, but pick her before anybody else did. Because this was before you could pick the same characters. That was a groundbreaking concept that they unleashed for Championship Edition. Other than playing as the bosses, but being able to play as the same character, that was revolutionary. Well, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I've heard people buying just like a cheap arcade, like an actual arcade machine, and then putting in like a Pandora system, which is like those 1001 emulator machines that you can hook up into like a JAMA board. But you gotta be. But the thing is with those, you have to be really careful because there's a lot of knockoffs. Versus like an actual, like the knockoffs are pretty bad, and but the legitimate ones like the Pandora 5 through I forgot what company it is. If you watch ETA Prime, he just put up a video saying he's gonna do one showing how to put a Pandora into those stupid 1-up arcades that just came out. He actually has linked to official ones. They're gonna cost you about $100, but that might be not be a bad way to go. And the trap. You can't get up. Yeah, because I have my beloved Neo Geo in the arcade in my garage, unfortunately, and I really wish I could keep playing it. Unfortunately, I just don't have room to bring it in. It's the middle of winter, so the board's been sitting in my closet for a while. Actually, I need to look up a video on how to replace the battery. It's going to take some soldering, but there's a battery on it that needs to be replaced. Skeef! Arcades are, I mean, I can understand them being rare, especially where you are, but they are pretty much rare a lot of places now. You have to basically find private sellers here in the States, but I can understand where you are, like, being even harder to find. Oh, look how the computer just decided, no, we're not going to stay in that dizzy for long. Oh, I should probably update my stream title, because people are going to be confused as to why I'm playing Tekken 7. Street Fighter 2, does it even exist on here? No! So, retro it is. Street Fighter 2. Not Champion Edition, not Turbo. There we go. Update. There, so now people won't accuse me of being disingenuous with my stream titles. Yeah, I don't know. Akuma felt super floaty in Tekken 7, so I don't know about him, about adding Ken. Oh yeah, it's the car. And he goes the wrong way instantly. Okay, cool. Oh no! If you can do this with your hands and fists anyway, I'm more impressed. I mean, you don't have to destroy it. If you can just do that, at that efficiency, that fast, that's amazing. See, if I can... Usually with Ryu, you can walk forward and throw first thing. He doesn't stop. And it's... Like, the 3-hit, like, fierce combo is, like, actually kind of hard to do. Because the timing is so slow in this game. I mean, everything moves so slow. Oh yeah, the car is just a pain in the butt anyway. So I mean, you really have to be on your game to get that. And like I said, this game is very slow, so the inputs take a little different. But I mean, that'd be a nightmare for speedrunning, definitely, because it depends on how fast you can get that car demolished before you continue on with your run. In like Championship Edition, they just made like Ryu just like nothing but fireball spam. It was so annoying. This is like as soon as like the level started, it was just fireball, 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 fireball. It's like, oh jeez, stop. They programmed his AI just to throw nothing but fireballs constantly. The E stands for Edmund. Really? Yeah, the game's input reading now. Hey, red fireball glitch. We've hit input reading status. There's no escape. Double KO? Woo! Those are kind of rare in this game.
Round 3, fight!
So I'm gonna be stopping the stream pretty soon. And I will be going back to Metal Gear Solid 5 tomorrow, so... Oh no, he's got me in the dizzy. You know what I missed from Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 3rd Strike? These were removed. These screens, these end screens, like you've been beaten up, and then, you know, you see how you've been trashed and destroyed. They took those out in 3rd Strike, and I don't think they've had them ever since, really. Maybe they were in the alpha games, but I don't remember them from like the mainline Street Fighter series. From 3rd Strike on, they took them out. Maybe, no, wait. They were in 3rd Strike, I'm pretty sure. Give me a second, I'm going to check that up real fast. Let's see, switches over to CPS 3, 3rd Strike, not European, USA, final revision. Yeah, I want to say that they were in 3rd Strike, the arcade, but not the home port that Iron Galaxy did for PlayStation 3 and 360. Save input mapping. Save settings.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Well, I got no
Let's go against the Guile wannabe, huh? Yeah, I think... Yeah, 'cause I actually liked Second Impact. Second Impact, to me, had, like, the best... Some of the best soundtrack and the visuals as well. So let's see... 3S4 a minute. Stream title. There we go. Yeah, I actually like Second Impact. Like, the visuals, the background stages were amazing.
engage.
Yeah, this is like definitely like one of the series that you could see like changed. Now, actually, I didn't get to play Third Strike in the arcades because where my parents were at, like stationed, we just didn't have the machine there. But when Street Fighter 3 and Second Impact came out for the Dreamcast, my brother and I bought that day one and just played it for like days on end. So we were like, we knew we knew 3 and Double Impact inside and out. Yeah, Second Impact was kind of cool because that's when you started to see Yun and Yang separated and be their own characters. Because before they were just a palette swap. Okay, so let's see what happens here.
You win.
Yeah, so... You know, this is where, yeah, exactly, like, it just shows you the screens here. So from Third Strike on, they didn't have the, what I call, lording it up screen, where you'd, like, basically you'd stand over your defeated opponent just, like, all beaten up and bloodied. Yeah, these need to be changed too. So let's see. Let's change that. System, pause over here. Yeah, but I love the music for this version, and the gameplay and all overall I do kind of enjoy. Third Strike really nailed everything home a lot even better. Deadly started becoming a real beast. The home version, you could select Akuma straight off, but I don't know how you do that in the arcade. But the backgrounds in this game were just so colorful and animated, and you know, Third Strike is just like blurry and abandoned, doesn't look that great. This game also had like 16:9 support. It actually is one of the first games to do that, which is like, this is 1998, I want to say. So widescreen televisions, even monitors, were extremely rare. Let's see, throw was also not established yet. Same thing for the overheads. So throw was still, you had to go up close and hit fierce to him. Yeah, so they still hadn't like nailed the formula that kind of stuck with like your light punch, light kick being your throws, your medium punch, medium kick being your overheads. Hey, it's Ronnie. What's up, buddy? Just playing Second Impact for just a moment. I'll be actually dropping the stream pretty soon. Cool. Hopefully she's well. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, like screens like this is what I really miss in the new Street Fighter games. Third Strike onward doesn't have these. Wait. Didn't you just buy a Switch? I thought you just bought a Switch, so does that mean you have two Switches, or did they buy you the Switch and just say it's your Christmas present right now? So I was under the impression that you just bought one. Oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, that's second impact there, but anyway, regardless, even though, Ronnie, thank you for, of course, showing up there, they ordered a Switch for you Friday. Perfect. You just gotta get some games and get rocking on it. But for now, we've reached the end of the stream. I've been playing for over 2 hours. My hands hurt and arthritis is kicking my butt. So I'm going to stop for now. I will be back again tomorrow playing Metal Gear Solid 5. We're going to continue on that fun little path I've been going through. Get back into it. And not sure what I'll be doing after that. I might play it 2 days in a row, might not, but we'll see. Once again, I do stream 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you do not know what time that is, just plug it into Google and it will tell you. Just, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll convert it for wherever you are in the world, because everyone's all over the place. So, of course, thank you for hanging out, Fico, Ronnie, Nimix, and also T. Wallace. And who else showed up? Friendly Tiger, how could I forget? One of my newer followers here. So thanks for hanging out. See you guys tomorrow with Metal Gear Solid 5, and have a good one.